I remember my mother. She seemed to have to justify the fact that I was just an actor. Artista lang, you see. She would say, "Bah, professor din yan sa kolehiyo, nagtuturo yan sa San Beda, nagtuturo pa yan sa UE. At saka nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno yan. Yan ang corporate secretary ng ACFA." At that time, when I used to tell my mother, "Ma, you don't have to say those things anymore. Tama na sa akin yun eh." Now, ano naman ang sama ng maging artista? Probably, dito sa atin, ang iniisip ng mga tao, kasi ang nangyayari dito sa atin, nalabas lang sa pelikula, nakatungtong sa entablado minsan, akala ng tao, artista na. Hindi, yun, maaaring nakasali nga, pero hindi pa artista yun. Ang problema nga, binibilang na nila yun sa mga artista. Para sa akin, sa pag-aartista ko ngayon, pinaghandaan ko ang pag-aartista ko eh. Probably, I prepared for it with as much seriousness and effort as somebody who prepared for his own profession as an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer.
Boys, mag-iingat kayo, ha?
Yes, sir.
Mga mamamatay tao yan. Dala ba, Lubid?
Yes, sir, ito.
Bigay kita din mamaya, ha?
Yes, sir, mamaya.
At naman yung ginawa natin sa Camp Rizal.
Yes, sir.
Ganun ang gagawin natin. Teddy, kayo mga bata mo sa bandang kaliwa. Bakit kayo ron, ha?
Yes, sir.
Jeremy, sa bandang kanan kayo. Doon, bakit kayo sa taas, ha? Yes, sir. Lahat ng malalaking boses sisigaw. Yung maliliit, hindi na. Tingin sa akin. Handa mga silbato nyo, ha? Pag-sinyas ko, sabay-sabay.
Yes, sir.
Ha? Mag-iingat kayo, ha? Handa. Sige, go.
Among my activities in Ateneo were athletics and the Dramatic Guild, which is called the Ateneo Players Guild. Now, in the Ateneo Players Guild, took part in a lot of stage plays, and also the Chesterton Evidence Guild, where we would go on the air doing radio plays. And one of my classmates was Toto Eveliana, and he had an older brother, the Lamberto Eveliana, national artist, and we used to do radio plays over DZFM, and that's where I did my first soap opera in Tagalog. Lina Flor's Sining ng Buhay. Sining ng Buhay, Lina Flor. That was with Rebecca Gonzalez, Rosa Aguirre, Mike Aguirre, and Lupita. This is the comedian. And the three Trinidad brothers, Ferdy, Corky, and now Noel of the Champuy duo. And in the mornings, I had another soap opera called Pitong Pasikat with Lupito and Lupita. And my leading lady was Celia Flor, again also with Rosa Aguirre and Mike Ansures and the three Trinidad brothers. And when I finally joined the staff of DZFM, my designation was radio producer announcer. We would prepare the scripts for all radio programs. In DZFM, Coco Trinidad insisted that there be scripts for every program. Every program. We would have to listen and time every record that would be played, so that when you prepare a script, you know that you write the name of the piece, and then you put the time of the record. You would write the introduction, and you would know how much playing time there is from the first note until the first vocals, or the first note of the introduction until the chorus begins. My preference then was more for special events. More for special events. I like to cover arrivals and happenings. I remember very distinctly well, you see, since I was a product of a Catholic school, Catholic college, it was not yet a university at the time, I was the one assigned to cover all the religious events. Christmas, New Year, Seven Last Words on Good Friday, the Mass on Easter Sunday. Those were all my assignments. So I couldn't get free on holidays. One very big event that I remember was the arrival in the Philippines of Cardinal Spellman of New York. Again, there was a big throng at the airport. And I was still relatively new at the time, you know. And but my technicians were all veterans. And my technician, I think at the time, was Peping Borromeo. And he said, Vic, I have prepared an extra long cable for you. When that plane stops, you have enough cable to run through this crowd to the ramp and climb up the ramp so that when that door opens, if Cardinal Spellman is there, you put this microphone to his mouth, interview him, and you show this big, you know, the banner saying DZFM. And we were all there. I was looking at all the other announcers. We were all standing in a line, and I was looking at their cables. He says, look, I won't show the cable, but I was looking at their cables if I could see if any of them also had long cables. I could see their cables. It did not show. My cable was being hidden. I wondered if any of them had hidden cables also that would reach. When that ramp was there and the door opened and I saw Cardinal Spellman, I rushed through the crowd up. And I interviewed him. I knelt down, kissed his ring, and I told him, welcome, Cardinal Spellman, to the Philippines. May I ask you a few words before you step on Philippine soil down this Philippine Airlines plane? And he said, and I didn't realize this, you know, but I don't know how much later, but this same technician told me, Vic, manood ka sa Avenue. Bakit? Basta manood ka. And I watched the movie. I don't remember what movie it was. And when came the news, the eyes and ears of the world, you know, eyes and ears of the world, Cardinal Spellman versus the Philippines. And when there was a close-up of Cardinal Spellman, when the ramp opened, I was running up the ramp, you know, when the door opened, and I was there with DZFM interviewing him. Boy, that was fun. And my very first time, another one,